Kim McMenamin, good morning. You were involved in a protest in Derry last week. Kim, was it also you went into the school trying to read some sort of a declaration to a school principal? Were you involved in that too?
I was there, yeah, just purely to...
What was that?
To take readings from the mass that's right outside the school that's radiating those kids in St. Bridget's College.
But what was that document you read? What was that document you were reading to the principal?
That was a notice of liability. I think your other caller was explaining it there, I'm not sure. A notice of liability saying that, if schools are implementing guidelines that aren't mandated by government and there's no legislation, that the schools are now liable for any injury incurred to any pupil.
Who's going to hold them liable?
Sorry?
Who's going to hold them liable?
Who's going to hold them liable? The people, because now they've left themselves open to civil suit, criminal suit, because of just implementing guidelines that doctors are speaking out about now, that wearing masks could injure people's health. So
you went into the school to read a declaration to a school principal that...
No, I went in. There was other people there reading the declaration. I went in to take the readings of the radiation levels from the mast outside the school. There's a mast right outside that school, and the levels are very, very high, and it's radiating those children in that school.
While this was happening, someone was giving a commentary. Was that you about...
No, I wasn't giving the commentary. I was just there observing, yeah.
Okay.
You were inside the school. The video showed that you were inside the school.
Oh, yeah, we walked in and we asked permission to get in, and we were let in, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And we went with we held good intent, honest intent on our hearts to inform the staff and the headmaster about the danger and that he would be liable.
But Kim, I've spoke to you about 5G in the past. And why are you now on this mask issue? And I mean, do you believe COVID's a hoax as well?
I'll clearly say this. You mustn't have heard me the first time. Look, you're not listening to me. I was there to represent the Stop 5G Donegal Derry.
Understood, but you spoke at the Guildhall in Derry, which was an anti-mask, anti-lockdown protest.
It was anti-lockdown draconian measures, not anti-mask.
Okay.
Look, I'm going to make this clear now. Anybody who wants to wear a mask is really, really fine, and I understand people's fears, and that is great. Do what you feel is the right thing for you. But don't tell me that I need to or have to wear a mask.
Well, in fairness, you went into a school. You went into a school, right? Okay, with 12, 13, 14, 15, 6-year-olds to scare the living crap out of them for wearing a mask, and then to say, well, if they want to wear a mask, that's all right.
No, there was no children there at all. Like, that's lies. That's pure rumors.
It was a school. It was a school, though.
That's pure lies. That's pure lies. Yeah.
Right. So, in fairness, now you want 5G masks. You want 5G masks away from schools because it's for people's health. I presume you also would not be in favour of vaccines. So the most basic precaution we can do to save ourselves getting sick is to wear a face covering indoors, and you don't even want us to do that.
Well, look, Greg, you're coming from the point of view that there is a virus here now. The curve's flattened. It's only asymptomatic testing that's going on. So, of course,
What about all the people that died?
Everybody's blood. Look, we've all got viruses all the time.
But what about all those people that died? What about the 200,000 people that died in America? What about the 50,000 excess deaths in the UK? Why is Boris Johnson introducing strict measures again? Why is Israel? Why have they introduced a second lockdown? Why are the Germans and the French and the Spain? What are they complicit in? Why are they all wrong, but you are correct?
That's very confusion, Greg. You're
but
right.
Answer that.
Why are they doing? Why is there only 100 people dead in Ireland?
There's not only 100 people dead. No, I don't know where. No.
Related. See, you won't let me speak.
But you're talking crap. You're not going to look. You can go on Facebook and spout your crap, right? But it's more than 100 people that have died here, and you know that for a fact.
Look, would you let me speak? Are you going to let me speak? Is your radio about not letting people speak, or what? Do you want my point of view?
Do you think 100 people died? Do you think 100 people died in this pandemic?
It's not what I think. It's what I read in the HSE report. It's not what I think. My opinion doesn't count here. We go on facts. We go on evidence. Good debate is predicated on evidence and facts. And you're just spouting rumors all around.
Okay, let me ask you a couple of questions about this HSE report. No, let me ask you a couple. You've made one claim. You've made one claim, and I want to discuss it with you, right? Okay, so if someone has hypertension, okay, if they're 60 years of age, right, and they're on medicine and they've got hypertension and they're in general good health, that their prognosis for another 10, 15, 20 years of life, and they get COVID and they end up on a ventilator and they die, are you saying they didn't die because of COVID-19?
Well, you can die. You could die from many things.
No, I've given you a very simple scenario, a real life scenario. Are you saying you're denying the fact they died from COVID-19?
You're not a judge in a court giving me a yes or no option to answer the question. I am telling you now, people have died with other things, and they might have been tested for COVID, and they died with COVID and not off COVID. And we all know those facts, Greg.
But you don't believe COVID exists.
Why are you pushing the narrative of the government and the HSE?
You tell me then, please.
Tell me, you have no
Kim.
science to back up anything you say.
No science.
You have none. You've not got name one study that says masks are safety wear. Name one. Name one. Go
I mean,
right
it's
now.
literally what the majority.
No, literally. Name the science now. You're the man now that's telling me about needy predicate, good debate based on evidence. Everybody knows that. Now, you tell me one study that says masks are safety wear.
Well, there was one report issued by the HSE. There was one report issued by the HSE which you're completely discrediting.
Greg, listen. You're discrediting yourself.
See, this is what happens, Kim. This is your argument. You see, you want me to prove that you're wrong. This is what I've done this before. I did it with Professor Dolores Cahill. She said the same. I have to prove that what you're saying is wrong, or else I'm wrong. Kim, I'm asking you this very simple question, okay?
Oh, here we go. Yes or no
answer?
Yeah.
No, it's not a yes or no answer. I'm asking you just a very simple question. Why is pretty much every single country in the world, Korea, China, Russia, why are they all wrong and you're right? Tell me what the motivation for all of these countries locking their countries down. What is their motivation?
Look, there's no right or wrong. Can you not just use common sense? If you go out now and
you won't answer the question,
over your exhaust pipe,
you just won't answer the question.
You drive to Derry, your car could break down. So if you're not getting proper oxygen levels in your blood.
Okay. Why won't you answer the question? Why is the British government, Boris Johnson, just introducing new laws? Why does Donald Trump now promote masks and he wants everyone to have a vaccine in early November? The French, the Germans, the Russians, the Spanish, the Portuguese, the New Zealand government, the Australian government, Canadian government. Why are all of these governments wrong and you're right? Just answer it.
Here's the answer. Follow the money. There's a thing called problem, reaction, solution.
So who's pulling the strings?
Listen to me. There's a technique. You're going to interrupt me again. There's a technique. They create the problem in the first place, right?
Who?
There is a virus, blah, blah, blah. But let's hype it up, create the problem, sit back and wait for the reaction, which is the fear of the people, and they will comply.
But who is creating the fear?
You're interrupting me now again.
But tell me who's just tell me who's
is this a fair radio station? Why are you not letting me finish?
Because you won't tell me who. Who is creating the fear?
I'm explaining to you. Problem, reaction, solution. So
yes.
The reaction is the people being in fear. And of course the people are going to shout, we want the vaccine. So if the government then promote vaccines as the ultimate cure, which they aren't, the ultimate cure, then people will be queuing up for them and going, I want the vaccine because I want to get back to normal.
So it's the governments that are responsible.
Follow the money, and guess who's going to be making the money? The
Big Pharma.
Gates Foundation. You said it.
Right. So you believe Bill Gates is behind COVID-19?
Bill Gates is behind massive vaccination programs and funding. Yes.
And you believe he's been capable to create this global scenario that Bill Gates has got Russia, the Chinese, the North and South Korea, France, Germany, Britain, Ireland, Canada, America, all of the Americas, Brazil. You believe that Bill Gates has all of those countries in his pocket?
He has a lot of them in his pocket. Yeah, just do your research. Like I don't believe this. I can give you no proper factual research that yes, he is funding pharmaceutical companies and vaccine companies all around the world. He's the biggest funder. He funds the World Health Organization. So how can you trust an organization, the World Health Organization, that is directly funded by a corporate...
But why is Donald Trump not calling him out then?
I'm asking you now. I'm asking you a question now. But you won't answer my question. How can you trust an organization that is directly funded by Bill Gates.
And Donald Trump pulled American fund. Why is Donald? Let me ask you a question.
Now you're changing.
No, I'm not. I'm saying why?
You're a clever man, but you're being exposed.
No,
right
I'm
now
not. I'm
because
asking you a question.
No, you're being exposed because you're changing the narrative.
Why is Donald Trump not calling out Bill Gates?
You won't answer. Right, okay.
Why is Donald Trump not calling out Bill Gates?
Tell me now why you trust the World Health Organization. Tell me, Greg. Come on.
So who says I trust the World Health Organization? You don't know me.
Do you trust them?
You don't know me. I don't. What do you mean, do I trust them? I don't know who they are.
I tell you, you don't know who the World Health Organization
Individuals.
is.
Of course I don't. How would I?
Look, you do know who the World Health Organization is. Don't try and change the narrative.
Okay, but tell me, why is someone like Donald Trump not calling out Bill Gates? Because he is a man, a free-thinking man. Tell me why he's not calling out Bill Gates.
Why he's not calling out Bill Gates? Now you've changed the whole
No,
thing.
it's just a question. Why is Donald Trump not calling out Bill Gates?
You're trying to avoid the truth. The truth is
but tell me.
people are fed up with the fakeness of this. The HSE numbers are really low to the population. No one, look, it's no worse.
Tell me why Donald Trump's not calling out Bill Gates on this.
I'll ask you now, where's this year's flu numbers for Ireland? Where are they?
So why won't you answer my question? It's a simple question, Kim. The reason you won't answer the question is because the whole QAnon theory unravels as soon as... that's the problem.
The oldest trick in the book, let's bring Kim down the conspiracy road. It's not going to work great.
Finn, what do you think of this? Finn O'Donnell, you're listening to Kim there. What do you think?
Yeah, I would just like to ask Kim, who funds the so-called patriot parties in Ireland?
No, I'm going to really answer your question. You sound a really decent man on here. I'll tell you something.
Thank you very much, Kim.
If a protest gets infiltrated by a right-wing group, and personally I'm really upset about that, because anybody who comes to this is not to divide people. Left-wing, right-wing should come. LGBT, this is about our civil liberties being infringed on. It doesn't matter what your political view is. So if you're trying to label people...
You say it's not because of political view, but there's plenty of right-wing elements within the protests and rallies that you're holding.
There shouldn't be right-wing elements.
Could I ask you a simple question, Kim? Who funds the Irish Freedom Party and who's funding Sale in the Éireann?
You know, I wish I knew. I can't answer that. I don't know who funds them.
Okay. Can I ask you a simple question now? Can I ask of something for you? You're having a protest there on the 26th in the Market Square in Letterkenny.
No, I'm not having a protest. I was asked to speak. So I don't know who's organising. You think it's coming from that group?
Well, this seems to be the problem too, Kim. There seems to be people organising it, but nobody wants to hold their hands up and say who actually is organising it.
It'd be illegal to...
Let me tell you something now. You just said that who funds those two groups. Groups get infiltrated. There is no groups. This is the people. The people are standing up. So if you want to call the group the people, you can. So it's coming from the people. There could be a group of 60 people organising this. I don't know. I've just been asked to talk. Right. So.
So there's no right-wing elements within the group that you're not associated with or helping to organise. You're just
absolutely no right-wing, no. And
let's publicly come out and say, because I want to ask you this. Could you publicly now?
Yes.
Well, I can't really, because like you said, you're not the organiser of this event. But can you personally...
You're missing the point. I'm one of the people. The people are standing up. So I'm not the organiser. Yes, I'm one of the people.
The protest in Letterkenny.
There's no left wing. There is no right wing.
I'm not saying that there is or not.
Do the right thing.
Kim, I'm asking you a simple question.
And be counted. Go on, ask again.
Kim, I'm asking you a simple question, Kim. Are you helping to organise the protest in Letterkenny on the 26th?
I am going to be there as a speaker. I am going to be there as one of the people. And everyone
are you helping to organise it, Kim?
Look, there's a large group of people organising that. I don't know their names. I don't know who they are personally because there's so many.
So you don't know who came to you or nobody. You're just speaking at it, but you don't know who exactly is organising it. But you're willing to say that there's absolutely no right-wing elements or fascist elements in the organisation.
Yeah, there's no right. Look.
Who asked you to speak, Kim? That's an easier question. Who asked you to speak?
Who asked me to speak? Someone online asked me to speak.
Who?
Do I have to disclose personal information on the radio? Is that what you want me to do?
Well, I would like to know if someone's organising a protest or a rally, say against homelessness or against the current health crisis that's going on. If I knew that Nazi elements or fascist elements were organising it, I wouldn't care what they're protesting. I wouldn't attend it. Now, we know that down in Dublin. Just let me finish, Kim. Go on. We know that down in Dublin that there was right wing elements within there, and a poor lady got her basically her skull cracked open down there. Now, it seems to me that the same elements that organised in Derry, that organised in Dublin, and now organised in Letterkenny are being infiltrated by right-wing elements. You're saying that there is none, but then you're saying that you don't even know who's organising it. So there's a contradiction between you. You don't know.
Well, I think to be honest, I think if it's a large group of people organising it, I don't think it's fallen on only one person or anything. I was just asked to talk at it, so I don't mind actually coming on and speaking, but like that, I don't. Why is it so? Why is it so important? And why are you labeling?
Because people want to know. People want to know who's organising it, Kim. It's a simple question.
A protest because
you're trying to politicize.
You're trying to politicize. There has been right-wing elements within it. I don't like fascists. I don't like racists. And if I'm attending the protests where racists are actually organising it, I would like to know. That's why.
Well, I don't. If someone from the right wing turns up at the protest and joins the crowd and tries to infiltrate it, I can't really stop that, can I? But
there has been right wing elements attending the one in Derry. There has been one right wing elements attending in Dublin who wore Antifa hunting armbands. I never seen you say anything about that there. And just on the point about your mask in St. Bridget's School, that's been up there for a long, long, long time as well, but they never seem to mention that.
So are you trying to say because a mask has been there for a long time that it hasn't caused harm and it isn't causing harm right now? Is that what?
Can you provide any proof to that?
There's no logic to what you said there.
He said, do you have any proof, Kim, that it has caused problems?
Let me tell you something now. I have got the Bioinitiative report. It's online for anyone to look up. At low levels, immune system dysfunction can happen. The DNA, RNA can be affected. Your very cells can start to mutate. Yes. I am telling you now.
Where is that report?
The argument about whether 3 or 4G or 5G, the science is there. The argument is over.
So are you asking then, at least at this protest that's being organised in Letterkenny, are you asking right wing elements to not attend, Kim? Are you calling on them to not attend?
Yes, I would categorically state right-wing elements are not welcome at this protest.
And what will you do if they turn up?
If they turn up, that's their freedom of choice, right? We're not a police state yet. I can't stop them. How would you suggest I stop them?
I'm not organising it.
For the organisers, because you've just stated that you're not one of the organisers of this protest. You're only
okay. Look, why not stick to just what I said? You're trying to. What are you trying to do here? Look, I said.
I'm trying to answer. I'm trying to ask you a few wee questions here. Why are you saying that you there's no right wing elements, but then you say you don't know who you're organising it? So there's a contradiction with you there, Kim.
Well, you know what? Look.
What have you got against the X-ray machines and radiotherapy, by the way? Just out of interest.
Let me tell you something. That's ionizing radiation, and the people who use that is protected. We're talking about non-ionizing radiation, which the accumulation effect of that is quite drastic, quite dangerous to health.
Listen, gentlemen, that's unfortunately where we have to leave it. Finn, thank you very much indeed for coming on.
Thanks for having
Kim
me.
McMenamin, thank you also very much indeed for coming on the programme. 086 60 25,000, what do you think? Do you support that protest in anti-mask, anti-lockdown, whatever it might be? Protest in Letterkenny planned for later this month, or what's your view? Probably will be very well attended. There could be hundreds at it indeed. We shall see. Okay, back after a quick break.
Attention all parents and guardians of students starting 5th and 6th year. Career Club is a unique offering for 5th and 6th year students, providing a personalised career guidance service throughout the academic year for a one-off payment. When you need us, we're here for you. Join today at careerclub.ie.
Weekly Super Savers from Lidl mean more for your family for less. This week our fresh chicken goujons are down from €3.99 to just €3. Get 2 kilos of organic potatoes, were $1.99, now better than half price at just 99 cents. And delicious confit duck legs were €3.99, now only €3. Lidl, more for you.
Treat yourself today at McElhinney's with a complimentary Lancome beauty gift. Yours when you buy 2 or more Lancome products, one to be skincare. This luxurious 6-piece travel set includes many of your Lancome favourites. Plus choose from a Regenerate or Absolute skincare collection to complete your gift. Exclusively in-store and online at McElhinney's Ballybuffet until September 19th.
The summer sale is now on at Watson Menswear Letterkenny with great reductions in all clothing and footwear. Savings on top brands like Penguin, Casamoda, Andre and Tommy Bow. All the measures are in place for a safe shopping experience, but a private visit can also be arranged by appointment. With dates being finalised for confirmations, there's also a large range of casual and formal top name boys wear to choose from. That's all at Watson Menswear, open 7 days a week on Main Street, Letterkenny.
Source to Tap are holding rush control information events across the Derg catchment to provide farmers with information on rush control and weed wiping. The events will be held at the Blacktown Arms, Castle Derg on Wednesday the 16th of September from 3 till 6 p.m. Meanrea Social Centre on Wednesday the 23rd of September from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. and Garva Hall on Wednesday the 23rd of September from 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. The free events will be held outdoors and in accordance with current government guidelines for COVID-19. Talks will run at 30-minute intervals, and those in attendance must wear a face mask and adhere to social distancing. The project is supported by the European Union's Interreg 5A programme.
Looking for a new pickup or 4x4? Starrett 4x4 is located just 10 minutes from the Donegal border, specialising in new and used pickups with over 30 vehicles in stock at any one time, and now specialising in 4x4 servicing and accessories. View our full stock list at starrett4x4.com.
At ESB Networks, we keep the nation humming by connecting us all to Ireland's power network. To increase the capacity and maintain the safety of the network, we may need to temporarily switch off the electricity in your area for a short period. As always, we will let you know in advance if you're going to be affected. To find out more, visit esbnetworks.ie.
Hello, this is Liz O'Donnell, Chairperson of the Road Safety Authority. So far this year, 102 people have died on Irish roads. That's 9 more than this time last year. I'm asking everyone to please make an effort to be safer on our roads so we don't lose any further loved ones, friends, neighbours or colleagues. Schools have reopened this month, roads are busier and there are more children walking and cycling to school. Drivers, slow down, put away your mobile phone and watch out for vulnerable road users. If you're walking or cycling, be seen and stay safe. Working together, we can save lives.
Attention all Inishowen customers. Inishowen Recycling and Skip Hire are under new management and are being operated by Fly's Waste Management at our newly built facility in Drumanore, Minagori, Buncrana. So it's business as usual to all existing and new customers. We will be operating our new household door-to-door waste collection service over the coming weeks and look forward to having your business. Contact Carol on 086 351 7273 or call him on 086 867 5465 for more details.
Okay, thank you very much for all your comments and calls that are coming in. We'll try and get through some of them now. Greg, you've the guy tied up in knots. His arguments are null and void. Cut him off. His brain must be in his head, back to front. This is ridiculous. Greg has morphed into Piers Morgan with extra bad manners. Listen, the obvious logical question is, right, that we're in the northwest of Ireland here, trying to keep our hospital from being overrun, if we're to believe all of that, of course, to keep this virus out of nursing homes, to keep people alive who ordinarily wouldn't die. And I'm supposed to debate Bill Gates, or maybe that's what people want, that Bill Gates has created COVID-19. Bill Gates has done all of this. He's got the world in his pocket effectively because he wants to sell and distribute his vaccine. I think most people listening would be interested in teasing out that debate that Bill Gates is behind all of this. I just wanted to know why someone like Donald Trump, who was seen as anti all of this, but now is pushing a vaccine himself for early November. Why is he not calling out Bill Gates? Why is no one? Why is Boris Johnson not calling out Bill Gates? Why is Vladimir Putin? How can anyone control him? This is all legitimate questions. You have to understand that there is the world's, for the most part, the world's governments and the leaders of medicine and the WHO, if you want to chuck them in, they're not everyone's cup of tea. I wouldn't have an awful lot of time for the WHO, to be honest with you. You have all of these people globally on one side, and then you've got groups of people in countries from hundreds to thousands who believe completely different. How do you balance that debate out when effectively is the route? You have to believe that everyone is wrong because Bill Gates has created COVID-19 to sell his vaccine, and that is the core of it, and that's what I was trying to get down to. So people protesting in Letterkenny at the end of this month would effectively be protesting Bill Gates and his control over the globe. Unless I'm misreading it, I think that's what Kim said. We are all being pushed towards a one world government, which is part of that theory, all right, as well. Bill Gates is the WHO's biggest funder. It's a fact. Look it up. He owns the WHO, indeed. But why? Say, for instance, Donald Trump withdrew American funding for the WHO. Why has he not called this out? Well, as I say, why have other world leaders who never agree with anyone, why are they not calling out? And as I say, I'm looking for answers. I'm not pushing a point of view or whatever. I'm literally genuinely looking for answers as well as everybody else out there. 086 60 20 5000. You can continue to text and WhatsApp us, but that's where we have to leave it on the programme today.